Jenny, Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the academic processional. Good morning, and please remain standing. With the Marshal's placing of the University Mace, we begin the 2018 Winter Commencement exercises at the University of Nebraska, Kearney. On behalf of our graduates and students, the University of Nebraska Board of Regents, and our faculty, administration, and staff, I am pleased to welcome you. To begin our ceremonies, Alyssa Michelle Olson of Lexington will perform the national anthem on saxophone. Alyssa is the daughter of Rebecca Molden. She will graduate cum laude this morning from the College of Arts and Sciences with a Bachelor of Music Education. Alyssa will be accompanied by Dr. Beth Mattingly, Assistant Professor of Music and co-coordinator for UNK's Music Education Program. Alyssa. You may be seated. Alyssa, thank you. Congratulations on your cum laude graduation from UNK and for your achievements along the way. At this time, I am honored to introduce Douglas Christensen, 9th Chancellor of the University of Nebraska at Kearney. Chancellor Christensen.
Good morning. Welcome to the greatest day in the life of a university. Welcome to our 2018 Winter Commencement exercises. Alyssa, that was great. Thank you for doing that. A tremendous talent. We appreciate you choosing UNK, and we really appreciate your performance this morning as well. Commencement. It's a time to reflect on the past few years and to look forward to the future. The word commencement denotes what we call a fresh start, not the end. But today, as the members of the graduating class of 2018, you're not concluding your education. Instead, many of you are beginning your next phase of learning, one that's filled with great opportunities, and at the same time, there's a little bit of peril and disappointment in there as well. You have every right to feel proud of yourselves because we're proud of you for all of your accomplishments. But perhaps the most important thing about today is it marks that you've learned how to learn. You've not been trained, you have been educated. You have been educated to ask why and to gain an understanding, not just to gain a skill. So going forward, that understanding and that knowledge are going to be your most valuable assets. I hope you remember that you got them at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. As all of you continue on life's journey, I hope you always remember your time here fondly, not simply as one of those collection of life experiences. Remember the good reasons for your fortune. Remember the faculty who have trained and taught you so well. I'm confident that your university experience will pay tremendous dividends throughout the rest of your life. We hope for every success. On behalf of all of us at the University of Nebraska at Kearney, graduates, congratulations. To all of you, thank you for coming this morning. This is a tremendous event, and I know you're as proud of the graduates as we are. Thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor. Now please welcome University of Nebraska Regent Paul Kenny of Amherst. Regent Kenny.
Good morning. Good morning. What a beautiful day. My name is Paul Kenny. I serve on the University of Nebraska Board of Regents. Along with my fellow regents, it is my pleasure to welcome the graduates and guests to the Health and Sports Center for the 2018 Winter Commencement. As a regent, our job is to help manage the university system, its facilities, programs, and 53,000 students. Our administrators and faculty have worked very hard to bring you to this day. As a regent, it is one of my favorite jobs, welcoming you, your family and friends, to your graduation. I congratulate you on a job well done for the blood, sweat, and tears that it took to become an alumni of the University of Nebraska at Kearney. Without all the hard work and sacrifice that you, your family and friends did for you, you may not have been here. The University of Nebraska Foundation put out a publication stating that the enrollment at University of Nebraska at Kearney was 6,327 students. 6,327 future leaders, 6,327 future influencers, 6,327 future neighbors, 6,327 difference makers. What path will you take? Your life is ahead of you, it's your choice. Our speaker today was sitting on one of those chairs not so long ago. We can be very proud of her accomplishments as one of our alums. I want you to be very proud and enjoy this day. Thank you.
Regent Kenny, thank you. It's a pleasure to have you with us this morning. I would like to acknowledge other special guests and members of our platform party who will not be introduced later in the ceremony. I ask that they stand as I call their names, and please hold your applause until all have been introduced. To my right and in the audience, Nebraska State Senator John Lowe, former Nebraska State Senator Jim Cuddeback, Mayor of the City of Kearney, Stan Klaus, and former UNK Vice Chancellor for Business and Finance, Earl Rademacher. And on the stage, Regent Jim Pillen of Columbus, Nebraska, Regent Tim Clare of Lincoln, Student Body President and Student Regent Logan Cradle, Vice Chancellor for Business and Finance, John Watts, Interim Director of Athletics, Mark Bauer, Dean for the Division of Student Affairs, Gilbert Hinga, and Dean of the Library, Janet Wilkie. Student gonfaloniers are selected by deans and the chancellor on the basis of noteworthy achievement, activity, and scholarship to carry the banners for their individual colleges. I ask that they stand and be recognized as I call their names. Again, please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Kristen Bell of Aurora, Honors Convocation Student Speaker. Jesslyn Love of Scottsbluff, Graduate College. Liliana Roman, Shelby, College of Business and Technology. Ashley Pietenpole, Lincoln College of Education. And Emma Neal of Papillion, College of Arts and Sciences. Congratulations to our gonfaloniers. Each commencement, the university's faculty and administration are invited to nominate students from among the graduates to deliver a brief address. Today's speaker is Lindsay Smith of Dakota Dunes, South Dakota. The daughter of Cam and Melissa Smith, she will graduate summa cum laude this morning from the College of Education. She has earned a Bachelor of Science in Sports Administration with a minor in biology. Lindsay is described as a role model, both in and out of the classroom, and she has distinguished herself as a leader in terms of academic achievement, as an active member of campus organizations, and as a 4-year standout setter on UNK's highly successful volleyball team. Her UNK activities and awards include Phi Kappa Phi National Honor Society, Student Athlete Advisory Committee, and UNK Sports Administration Majors Club, Chancellor's Leadership Class. The MIAA Conference has honored Lindsay with their Academic Excellence Award. As a 2-time Scholar Athlete, she was named 3 times to their Academic Honor Roll and 3 times as first team All-MIAA. Also, she is an American Volleyball Coaches Association All-American, was named All-Central Region, and is a member of the 2018 Google Cloud Academic All-District 7 team. During her undergraduate career, she has worked as a volleyball journalist, a marketing intern at Creighton University, and a marketing and event management intern in Sioux City, Iowa. She was a UNK undergraduate research fellow, a sports journalist for the Antelope newspaper, and a volleyball coach for several clubs and camps. Lindsay's future plans include attending graduate school at the University of Southern Mississippi, where she will pursue a master's degree in sports coaching and play beach volleyball for 2 seasons. Lindsay, we welcome you to speak on behalf of the graduating class of 2018.
Thank you, Ms. Agard, and thank you, members of the Board of Regents, Chancellor Christensen, and UNK faculty for giving me this opportunity. When I was first asked to give this speech, I was beyond honored, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a bit shocked. Of all the amazing scholars I'm standing in front of today, those who have studied sciences, education, math, technology, philosophy, and business, and they chose someone who studied sports to speak to you today. So please do not be expecting solutions to the world problems in the content of this speech. I've always lived my life through quotes. Every inch of the walls of my room were plastered with them, creating a positive vibrancy where I felt safe and protected within the words that instilled nothing but hope. Whenever I felt down or stressed or had a problem I could not find a solution to, I would turn to quotes to help explain the world around me with all of its highs and lows. I'm going to share a few of these quotes with you today and hope that they will provide some timeless advice as we set out to conquer our next great adventure. Now, before I get started, you need to know that these quotes aren't from historic philosophers or political leaders because, frankly, I don't really understand what they're saying half the time, but rather from fictional characters from my favorite novels and television shows. This first quote is from the popular HBO television show Game of Thrones. These words were spoken by a character named Tyrion Lannister. Never forget who you are. Wear it like armor, and it can never be used to hurt you. I believe life is made up of three simple things: the people you surround yourself with, the experiences and opportunities you choose to take, and your personal happiness and fulfillment. It doesn't matter what you look like, it doesn't matter how much money you have, and it certainly doesn't matter what other people think of you. What truly matters is your own happiness. Only when we understand this and let go of insecurities, doubts, reservations, and feel comfortable in our own skin do we truly become liberated. Whether you have a mental or physical flaw that sets you apart, wear it like armor. Don't hide it, don't fear it, own it, accept it, and let the world know that you treasure your imperfections. Because let's face it, nobody is perfect. This next quote is from Christopher Robin from Winnie the Pooh. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Let's face it, life is tough. Being a UNK student athlete has pushed me beyond limits and made me aware of a strength within me I didn't know existed. From dealing with sports performance anxiety and lack of self-confidence, my willpower and mental toughness was challenged daily. There were days where I struggled to find the confidence to compete. There were days I doubted I was capable enough to be on the team. And there were days I struggled to find any happiness as I had defined my self-worth and my performance on the court. But I got through it by talking with individuals and working on my mental game. I became more confident and accepting of my flaws. Difficult situations call for perseverance. It is inevitable that there will be emotional turmoil in your life, and you will be forced to do things that push you outside your comfort zone. Comfort zones are great, but nothing gets accomplished within them. This life will test each and every one of you, but I guarantee you that you have no idea just how strong you are and just how much you can handle. You would not be sitting here today if you lacked strength and willpower. In my 4 years of competing, I gained a lot of wisdom from my UNK coach, Rick Squires. He told us day in and day out, it's not supposed to be easy. If it were, everyone would do it. Remember, graduates, you're not like everyone. You are sitting here today because you've accomplished what so many others could not. So be proud of yourselves. You are a warrior. You are a survivor. I wish I could tell you that it's going to get easier, but you all know that's not the truth. So no matter what life throws at you, fight with everything you have, believe in yourself, and don't be afraid to ask for help. The final quote I'm going to share is from the lovable Dory in Finding Nemo. When I look at you, I can feel it. I look at you, and I'm home. It's sort of a milestone to growing up when we call another place our home. 4 years ago, we embarked on one of the biggest journeys of our lives. We nervously unpacked our bags in the dorms at UNK, knowing this would be our new home for a period of time. For most of us, leaving the comfort, protection, and familiarity of the home we grew up in was nothing short of nerve-wracking. But we put ourselves out there anyway. We started making friends in classes, we joined groups on campus, and before we knew it, we began leaving pieces of ourselves within these people, within this university, and within this community. We all possess the capability to connect, share experiences, and create memories with each and every individual on this planet. A valuable lesson I learned in my time here is that home is not a specific location on a map, but rather the people you value enough to leave pieces of yourself with. The supportive community, amazing faculty, and lifelong friendships of UNK are what make saying goodbye so hard. UNK will forever be a place I call home. So graduates, I leave you with one last parting bit of wisdom from the great Peter Pan. To live will be an awfully big adventure. Our time here is finite, and as you embark on your next journey of life, remember to be courageous, be happy, and remember that it's perfectly acceptable to take advice from fictional characters. Thank you.
Lindsay, thank you. Congratulations on your highly successful undergraduate career and on your summa cum laude graduation from UNK. The Choraleers is an auditioned concert choir for university students of any major who exhibit exceptional vocal and musicianship skill. They have received national acclaim following performances at venues such as Carnegie Hall, the Mormon Tabernacle, and tours in South America, Italy, Germany, Poland, the Czech Republic, and Austria. Earlier today, they provided the pre-commencement concert. At this time, we welcome their special performance of I Saw Three Ships. Dr. Bauer.
I saw three ships
Thank you, students, and Professor Bauer for another wonderful performance. Chancellor Christensen.
What an outstanding performance by our talented students. Thank you so much. Lindsay, what an honor. Glad to have you as a student at UNK. We're glad you chose us. We're all going to miss you. I think there might be one Coach Squires who's especially going to miss you a lot. Regent Kinney, thank you for your welcome. Glad you're here, as well as Regent Pillen and Regent Clare. You come to many, many, many of our events, and we really appreciate all you do for the university. It's my pleasure to introduce this morning's keynote speaker, Brenda Van Langen. Brenda was born a Loper, plain and simple. Her parents, Delmer and Sandra, met as college students here at Kearney State College. They were married the next summer and brought Brenda into the world the following year. Longtime Loper physician Dr. L.R. Smith delivered Brenda, and her first residence was student housing at College Heights. I'm proud to say we've upgraded a little bit. Growing up in Roseland, her Loper connections continued. She had opportunities to attend many basketball camps here at UNK, and in August of 1983, she came back home as a new freshman. She graduated summa cum laude in 1988 with a Bachelor of Arts in Education and a two-time academic All-American designation in women's basketball. If we fast forward to today, Brenda is now a nationally recognized sports broadcaster whose experience and voice has been included on NCAA tournaments of women's basketball games on ESPN since 1996. She is clearly the most recognizable voice. She's announced Big 12 Conference women's basketball games on Fox Sports for 22 seasons, known for her strategic analysis and ability to break down the X's and O's of the game. She's been a commentator for 12 women's national basketball championships, including 2 that were hosted right here in this arena. In 2013, she announced 15 events at the World University Games in Russia, including the gold medal championship in women's and men's basketball and in women's beach volleyball. In 2016, she was awarded the prestigious Mal Greenberg National Media Award for her work as a broadcast and advocate for women's basketball. She's won an Emmy on behalf of Fox Sports Midwest broadcast of the 2009 WEPAC Celebrity Basketball. Prior to her broadcasting career, she coached basketball for 8 seasons, including 5 at UNL. She was a business teacher and a coach at Kearney High School from 1988 to 1990. I should also mention she's competed in and finished her first half Ironman competition in Madison, Wisconsin this summer. Brenda, we are so thrilled and so honored to have you come back to your campus. I'm pleased to welcome, and I want you to meet, Brenda Van Langen.
Thank you so much, Chancellor Christensen, for inviting me to be here. I want to greet the Regents Kenny, Pillen, Claire, Student Regent Cradle. Lindsay, you did a terrific job this morning. Special guests, family, friends, my mom and dad, Capri, and the graduating class of 2018. Before I get started, I want to share with you that I went on the link to all of the UNK graduates on the website, all 365, because I wanted to look through the towns and the names. I'm sure all of you like to do that. I take great pride in being from Nebraska, and I live in Kansas City now, and anytime I meet somebody from the state of Nebraska, I believe that within 2 to 3 minutes I can have a conversation with them and we know someone in common. I love that about being from Nebraska. So I went through the list and I saw there's a graduate from Air. Are you here? I know where Air, Nebraska is. There's also a graduate from Bladen, the school that my hometown of Roseland consolidated with to make Silver Lake High School. Small towns like Elm Creek, Gibbon, where I did my student teaching, Grant, where my mom grew up, Juniata, where my dad grew up, Glenville, where my parents play poker once a week during the summer. I know they're not happy that I mentioned that, but they're really good poker players. Last names like Dahlgren, Horton, Pavelka, Kriesel, names I recognize, and a lot of familiar names that I wonder if I know your parents or maybe your grandparents. It's such an honor to be with you here at my alma mater, to be home. As Chancellor Christensen said, I'm not just an alum, I'm a hashtag Loper for life. My first housing was in student housing. My parents met here as students. I'm very proud to be able to come home, and actually 52 years ago today, my dad graduated from Kearney State College. So it's truly an honor to be here, and I want to say congratulations to all of the graduates. So, what are you going to be when you grow up? Haven't you been asked that all your life? The truth is, you will always be growing, searching, becoming. The more authentic question is, have you figured out the purpose for your life? Why are you here? What are your dreams? How do you plan to make an impact? How will you make that happen? You don't have to decide for your whole life today, but today marks a day in your journey where you will take your next step. You should know that life will provide twists and turns, things that are predictable and many that are not. Your path is unknown. Your purpose may change. You will evolve. But if you can wrap your heart and your mind around why you are here, what you want to accomplish, what legacy you want to leave, it will help in guiding your decisions. My purpose? Live boldly. Enjoy this life that God has given me. Mentor, challenge, inspire others, tell stories. Show compassion and treat others as I would want to be treated. Dream big, take risks, celebrate the small victories, make people smile. Lift up others and be an advocate for those without a voice, especially women. And laugh, cry, learn, and love. That's my purpose. What's yours? Okay, so some of you may have zoned out already. Maybe your thoughts are on your post-game celebration. Oh, post-game celebration? I am definitely a sports broadcaster. Your post-ceremony celebration, your family, your friends. But I'd like to give you 5 things to consider, and I'll try to lay it out so that maybe you can remember 1 or 2 of them as you're contemplating your purpose and the next steps on your journey. I know you're probably asking, will this be on the test? Why, yes. Don't you know? Your whole life is a test. It's not dress rehearsal. It's not practice. This is the real thing. This is it. Every decision you make will impact your journey. So, number 1, dream big. Dare to dream. You may have an idea what you want to do now that you have your degree, but don't limit yourself. A degree from UNK gives you many advantages, but it shouldn't put you in a box. What do you want to do? What do you really want to accomplish? Dare to dream. A lot of people ask me if I always wanted to be a sports broadcaster. No. I wanted to be a high school business teacher and coach. And as I dared to dream how I could speak to and inspire an even larger audience, broadcasting to me became that conduit where I can share my passion, my knowledge, my experience beyond a classroom. It's how a graduate of UNK, a small college athlete from the middle of Nebraska, is able to build a career communicating across the nation, even internationally, for 24 years and counting. Dare to dream. Number 2, and you alluded to this, Lindsay, realize the magic happens outside your comfort zone. Be willing to take risks. The greatest things in your life will likely happen when you're willing to take risks. Do something that scares you. Do something that you might fail at, or you might not. After I graduated from UNK, I received my first full-time paycheck from Kearney High School. I purchased a 600-square-foot house on 3rd Avenue. I bought a new car. I was on my way. And after 2 years, I was offered a $5,000 a year graduate assistantship to coach at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. And I took a risk. After earning my master's degree and coaching the Huskers for 5 years, I took a risk and I moved to Kansas City without a job to be near to the NCAA so that I might work for them or I might give this broadcasting career a try. There are thousands, probably millions of success stories that start with someone being willing to take a risk. Sometimes it pays big dividends, sometimes it doesn't. It takes courage to turn away from a decision that you once thought was right and may have been right at the time, but then you settle into thinking it's the best you can do. It takes courage to take a risk and break away. Sometimes it takes courage to stay, because that may be the best decision for you. Make the best decision for you. Your willingness to go outside your comfort zone and do things that you thought you might not be able to do may be the biggest contributor to your success and fulfillment of your dreams. Number 3, whatever you do, bring energy. Live with enthusiasm. I don't know if you've noticed or not. I'm giving you cues to help remember this later. Dare to dream, D. Take a risk, R. Enthusiasm. I'm spelling dream here. Those of you taking notes probably caught on already. Thank you. This will help you remember it better later for the test. Enthusiasm. It takes effort to have energy. Smile. Help other people smile. I want people to join me in having a great time. I love describing the strategies and stories of sports on television, especially about girls and women competing in sports. And I want others to enjoy it as much as I do. Enthusiasm is contagious. I learned that from my best friend when I was a student here. Ann Stockton was my teammate on the basketball team, and she became my dearest and closest friend. Her enthusiasm for life was contagious. She made people want to laugh and smile and have fun. And when we were both just 19 and students here, she tragically died as a result of a motorcycle crash just a half a mile down University Drive on the curve down there. It was devastating. And it's still hard. But I made a decision, a choice, to live my life with enthusiasm, the passion with which my friend Ann lived. Number 4, live a life of appreciation. That's the A. Appreciation, gratitude. You are not solely here on your own. You've worked hard, but whether it's your parents, mentors, friends, teachers, coaches, you've been helped along the way. I believe that God has given me this life and provided opportunities and friends and love. And so I encourage you, live a life of appreciation and gratitude. Be accepting of other people's differences. Build bridges. Give back. Help others. The Bible says, to whom much is given, much is expected. I'm proud to have been the first person to endow a scholarship for the women's sports programs here, the Ann Stockton Memorial Scholarship. And I'd like to challenge each of you graduates, each of you sitting in the audience today. When you leave here and make your way, remember to give back and help the programs here at UNK that provided a launching pad for you. Number 5, M, anyone? Bueller? Make it happen. Take initiative. Don't wait for your dreams to happen. Go make them happen. In basketball, we say you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You have to shoot the ball to make a basket. You have to make the call to get the job. You have to take action to get whatever it is that you want. You have the foundation now, the training, the education, the support. It's up to you to take responsibility to make it happen. Live your best life. Remember this African proverb: if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Use your resources, including a world of Loper alums. Lucas Dart said 55,000 Loper alums are out there that you will be joining. You never know when your opportunity may arise, so be ready. My big break in broadcasting happened after 3 years of doing local television broadcasts for Nebraska Public Television. I walked into a college basketball game at Allen Fieldhouse in Lawrence, Kansas, and was given the opportunity to make my debut on national television with 15 minutes notice. The announcer for the game didn't show up, so they grabbed me to do it. I could have said no thank you to the opportunity because I was afraid I might fail. But I was ready to make it happen. You never know when the next handshake, the next conversation, the next email, that next social media post, that next opportunity might impact the rest of your life. So, dare to dream. Be willing to take risks. Live with energy and enthusiasm. Show appreciation, and be ready to make it happen. So what are you going to be when you grow up? What is your purpose? How will you make it happen? You now have a degree from the University of Nebraska, Kearney, or you will in just a few moments. You have an incredible advantage. You can make a real difference. Be kind to one another. Go make this world a better place because you're in it. I'm proud to have you join me as a fellow alum of UNK. Go Lopers.
Thank you, Brenda, for being with us on this special day, and congratulations on your impressive accomplishments. The Leland Holt Security Mutual Life Distinguished Faculty Award is presented each year at Winter Commencement. The award honors Mr. Leland Holt, an alumnus of our institution, and it commemorates his many years of leadership at Security Mutual Life. The award fund was created by Mr. Holt and Security Mutual Life and provides a stipend of $5,000 to a UNK faculty member who has demonstrated excellence in teaching, research, and service. Presenting the 2018 Leland Holt Award this morning will be Chancellor Christensen.
Every year when I review the portfolio of the Holt Award recipient, I find it really difficult, perhaps impossible, to condense all the achievements of the winner into a few short paragraphs to give to you this morning. This year is no exception, and I believe this is a testament to the outstanding quality and caliber of people who teach at this institution and who are our faculty for all of our students. I want to say congratulations to all the faculty. The Holt Award winner is a wonderful representative of all of your skills and abilities. The 2018 award goes to a professor who sets inspiring standards. In her 27 years of teaching at UNK at the rank of professor since 2005, she's taught 13 different courses and developed 3 new courses, established a highly successful international program that educates students while immersing them in the cultures of those other than their own. She was selected as one of 16 U.S. Fulbright Hays Program scholars to Thailand, is committed to mentoring undergraduate research, to the responsibility of advising scores and scores of students, and she consistently receives superior scores on her student evaluations, scores that reflect her passion for her subject matter. She has the mastery of her content, and above all, she is committed to students. In terms of scholarship, she has 14 publications of refereed articles and book chapters to her credit, most achieved without academic release from teaching. She does it all. An impressive portfolio of books, manuscript reviews, and she has more than 60 professional presentations at conferences all over the United States and internationally. Her service is impressive as well. It ranges from her 15 years as department chair to representing UNK and her department on various boards and initiatives throughout the state of Nebraska, to legislative advocacy, to the governor-appointed councils that she served, to strategic planning that she's initiated and led with her department. In her own words, she lives and serves with a commitment to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, to have it make some difference that I have lived and lived well. I mean, what more could you ask for? Professor of Social Work, Maha Yunus. It gives me tremendous pleasure to announce you as this year's Leland Holt Security Award winner. We are so proud of you. Thank you. As you can tell, Maha's a very popular winner. That's true with her students as well. Maha, congratulations. We salute you, and indeed, you've made a difference.
Maha, on behalf of your colleagues and many friends, please accept our warm and sincere congratulations. Now, we have arrived at that special moment, the conferring of degrees. We will begin with the awarding of the graduate degrees. Candidates will be presented by Dr. Mark Ellis, Interim Dean of Graduate Studies and Research.
Will the candidates for the graduate degrees please rise? Chancellor Christensen, these applicants have fulfilled all the requirements established by the Board of Regents for their respective graduate degrees. Therefore, the graduate faculty recommends that these candidates be granted the graduate degree, along with all the privileges and the responsibilities that accompany the degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Nebraska, and upon the recommendation of the faculty of the University of Nebraska at Kearney, I hereby confer upon each of you the appropriate graduate degree and admit you to all of its rights, honors, privileges, and obligations. Congratulations.
Candidates, you may be seated. Professor of Biology Janet Steele will read the names. Hooding the candidates for the graduate degrees are Professor of Family Studies Jeannie Stolzer, Associate Dean of Graduate Studies and Research and Associate Professor of Kinesiology and Sports Sciences Matt Bice, Assistant Professor of History David Vale, and Assistant Professor of Modern Languages Michelle Warren.
The Graduate College is pleased to present to you its newest alumni, Jesslyn Rose Love, Matt G. Gordon, Nicholas Robert Hodge, Megan Marie Snaringer, Caleb Michael Kerfman, Megan Rogers, Neely N. Arns, Paige Marie Arnold, Ashley Rose Bosch, Sheila Garrett, Chelsea Ray Hartman, Stephanie Hoyt, Cecily N. Hillsmith, Katie Perry James, Ashley Nicole Jurgens Whitilts, Angela Lynn Conan, Diane Gail Kramer, Adam Kilpatrick Larson. Brian Eugene Lauk. Gretchen Mignon Monroe. Amber Lee Nichols. Kendra Jean Ross. Tessa Marie Shoemaker. Bailey Delaney Smith. Randy Lorraine Todd. Taylor Marie Turek. Jennifer E. Volkmer. Joseph L. Verbitsky. Brandy McKay Walters. David Eugene Watchorn. Abby Lynn Webb. Bobby Joe Williams. Shelby Marie Yost. Brittany Morgan DeRider. Heather Nicole Gordon. Ben Lazari. Brittany Nicole Ballou. Kelsey Lee Belgum. Casey Jane Coleman. Cesar M. Duran Palacios. Emily Grace Feast. Amanda L. Hansel. Janelle Renee Hosen. Megan Olivia Horton. Bryson Matthew Irwin. Alicia Lambert. Anna Christine Payne Polson. Robert Nels Polson Sr. Margaret H. Snyder. Holly J. Swanson. Reed Jared Bellamy. Jordan Anthony Krennick.
Chancellor Christensen, these are the recipients of our graduate degrees. Will all of you please join me in extending our congratulations?
At this time, we will confer the undergraduate degrees. Senior Vice Chancellor for Academic and Student Affairs, Charles Spicek, will present the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees.
Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees please rise? Chancellor Christensen, I am happy to present to you the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees in their specialized areas. They have completed all the requirements for the degrees as prescribed by the University of Nebraska at Kearney and the Board of Regents. It is the recommendation of the faculty that they be granted their degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Nebraska, and upon the recommendation of your faculty, I hereby confer upon each of you the baccalaureate degree and admit you to the fellowship of educated women and men with all of its rights, honors, privileges, and obligations. Congratulations.
Baccalaureate candidates, you may be seated. The undergraduate degrees will be presented by the deans of the academic colleges: Tim Burkink, Business and Technology; Cheryl Feinstein, Education; and Peter Longo, Arts and Sciences. Reading the names of the graduates will be Associate Dean and Associate Professor of Accounting and Finance, Bree Doherty, College of Business and Technology; Associate Dean and Associate Professor of Teacher Education, Sherry Crow, College of Education; and Professor of Biology, Paul Twigg, College of Natural and Social Sciences, including Arts and Humanities. We will begin with the College of Business and Technology.
The College of Business and Technology is proud to announce the following graduates: Kristen Marie Bell, Liliana Roman, David Alexis Almanza, Allison Marie Beckman, Colton Marcus Charles Blankenship, Michelle Lynn Bauer, Skylar James Brumbaugh, Dylan Nelson Bundy, Cheyenne K. Cooper, J.R. Cottam, Kayla Austin Crouch, Natasha Lynn Kumro, Dane Gregory Dager, Rachel Elisa Fangmeyer, Caitlin Marie Frank, Tessa Claire Gale, Lane Ted Godfrey, Diana Yasmin Guerrero, Alexander Joseph Harms, Kimberly Gabriela Herrera, Ryan A. Hipke, Ali Lauren Yossi, Yoshi Kasugahara, Caleb Michael Kelly, Michaela Catherine Kent, Jaehyun Kim, Javen M. Klingenhofer Mosley, Hannah Murray Corman, Miranda Lucille Crackmeyer, Roxana Ina Marie Lechtenberg, Lauren Austin Mack, Tyler John Martinson, Ari Matsumoto, Benjamin Allen McDougall, Madison Mon Messersmith, Megan Danielle Meyer, Keegan William Michael, Ryan Milks, Taylor Madison Miller,
Thank you.
Elizabeth Morrow, Yuta Nakamura, Keisuke Osuka, Armando Alexander Perez, Preston Scott Peters, Tiffany N. Potter, Kevin D. Ramirez, Haley D. Richardson, Cole James Ridgway, Thomas Joseph Roach, Mitchell Thomas Robinson, Iram Robles, Sarah Jane Roney, Brooke Elizabeth Ruggles, Jordan Russell, Eric Salas, Humam Salih, Caitlin May Siebert, Colin Taylor Sint, Elizabeth N. Sligsby, Mackenzie K. Louise Smith, Carly J. Snyder, Morgan Ann Stute, Tomohiro Takano, Eric E. Tinahero, Willow J. Walduck, Stephen D. Worthing, Noah Christian Young,
The faculty, staff, and administration of the College of Education are pleased and proud to present our Winter 2018 graduating class. Michaela Ann Berry, Brittany Marie Blaser, Amanda Jo Bonzinski, Bryn Leah Brower, Hannah Nicole Campbell, Rochelle Dawn Carpenter, Madeline Frances Casper, Leslie Sarai Chavez, Jordan James Cox, Bailey Elizabeth Dahlgren, Ashley Nicole Pietenpole, Kara Dowell, Kristen K. Dobish, Christina Joy Dominguez, Madeline Araceli Estrada, Carly Frazee, Elizabeth K. Grinnan, Jimena A. Guerrero, Kimberly Ray Hall, Nicole Ann Hansen, April Ann Headley, Quentin Ford Height, Whitney Renee Hubbard, Kelly Ray Huffman, Riley Renee Jones, Kelsey Rose Kaup, Dakota Ryan Kenton, Abby Lynn Kriesel, Bridget Marie Langen, Allie Lemkow, Annika Ray Lutz, Marissa Marie McGeorge, Micah K. Mestel, Emerald Riley Miles, Paige Noel Milner, Kylie Ray Moling, Hannah Janice Nordhausen, Abby May Obermeyer, Gabrielle Nicole Payne, Taylor Ray Peters, Carly Danae Polston, Lolly Ramirez, Kelsey K. Randall, Jane Rachel Reiners, Elward Arturo Resendez, Taylor Ray Reaper, Savannah Lynn Rodriguez, Mackenzie Haley Rose, Erica Lee Sadler, Brianna Marie Salinas, Dina Darnay Sliger, Kayla Jacqueline Stinger, Hannah M. Swanson, Tabitha L. Unsicker, Victoria Ashleah Watson, Kristen Renee Wool-Sliger, Laura B. Zodro, Paul Michael Clement, Seth Matthew Harrington, Bradley Jack Thomas Hill, Kinsey May Colm, Madison Beth Martin, Asako Okubo, Kenneth J. Pfeiffer, Cheyenne Marie Long, Lauren Michelle Rogers, Corey Allen Van Dorn, Carly Ann Marlowe, Brittany K. Mervicka, Brittany M. O'Keefe, Brianna Marie Reddle, Jaden Jean Stanachek, Lindsay Lene Smith,
It's my privilege on behalf of the newly formed College of Arts and Sciences to present our first class of graduates. Sydney Janae Bartroff. Megan Nicole Kelly. Jonathan Glenn Larson. Mackenzie Ray Morrow. Caitlin Marie Schneider. Sarah Ann Allen. Emily Chrisman. Abigail Elgueta Figueroa. Leslie Maritza Garcia. McKenna Faye Grove. Abigail R. Hicks. Brandon Francois Mesur. Danielle Dava Rowan. Jamie Sue Shaw. Cameron K. Olferts. Emma C. Neal. Abigail Joanne Daffer. Fallon Elizabeth Gill. Robin Elizabeth Molesky. Brandon William Rojas. Andrea Paige Stahura. Caitlin Jackie Jackson. Lane Matthew Lockemer. Courtney Grace McConville. Sarah Marie Styron. Alyssa Michelle Olson. Michael Lloyd Lynn. Luis Raul Olivas Herrera. Jacob Michael Paternos. Trevor John Weigert. Nicola Danielle Anderson. Jocelyn Christine Burke. Jae-Hong Bune. Vanessa Chavez Munoz. Stephanie Beatrice Cuello. Cato Quinn Craig. Alexis Dawn Edwards. Jocelyn Yaneli Gonzalez Munoz. Sydney L. Graham. Kyle Scott Halstead. Luke James Hamilton. Caitlin Renee Hauserman. Claudia Paulina Hernandez. Maria Cristina Hernandez. Hannah Mae Keene. Veronica Catherine Lynn. Josiah Michael Madison. Morgan Marie Madison. Chantel K. Martin. Jocelyn Aristela Martinez. Kirsten Ashley Mosley. Destiny Christiana Alexandria Munt. Daniel Lucas Nab. Nicole Lynn Olson. Nathan Zachary Pavelka. Sandra Luz Palayo. Jonah William Lee Peterson. Preston Joseph Power. Vanessa L. Pruitt. Lucas P. Quinn. Bridger Daniel Ryan. Shelby Joe Shocker. Prabin Shaw. Brendan J. Sheridan. Noah Thomas Sherman. Erin Marie Sorahan. Matthew Hunter Starkey. Samuel Kenneth Stoltenberg. Caitlin Christian Stoner. Tori Mariah Valasek. Delaney Jean Vitosh. Shayna R. Walker. Jared Clayton Washa. At a commissioning ceremony later today, Mr. Washa will be commissioned through the UNK Army Reserve Officer Training Corps program as a second lieutenant in the Nebraska National Guard. Let's recognize Corporal Washa. Brianna Lynn Dinas. Kelsey Eamon. Matthew Alexander Case. Alexander Jade Hovey. And Tyler Jeffrey Matthews.
Chancellor Christensen, these are the baccalaureate graduates. Will all of you please join me in extending our congratulations to them?
Congratulations, graduates. Chancellor Christensen.
At this time, I need a little bit of help. I would ask that everyone here who is a Kearney State College, a UNK, if there's any normal school graduates, whether you're sitting in the audience or on stage, wherever you're at, if you're able, would you please stand and help me with today's turning of the tassel? So all graduates, would you, alumni? Thank you. Now, the turning of the tassel is a time-honored tradition symbolizing the transition from candidate to graduate, from student to alumni. It's a privilege that is extremely well earned. Graduates, would you please stand? Now we go, there you go. Now is the time. Please turn your tassels. You may be seated. Thank you. Another important tradition is the recognition of our distinguished faculty and our emeriti faculty. Would all of you please stand and be recognized, our faculty. Thank you very much. We also have another group of people who are extremely helpful. They're the staff who've made today possible, whether it is helping line people up, whether it's chairs, facilities, the program. There are just literally scores of things to do that we couldn't have commencement without you. Would you all please stand and we can give you our recognition. I know where you're at up there. There we go. Thank you. Graduates, you've got your diploma in hand. That doesn't guarantee you success in life, but it sure guarantees you've got a great start in preparation for it. You know, the citizens of Nebraska provided a great deal of the resources for you to be able to obtain a university degree. I think we owe something back to them. Go back to your communities and give back, become productive leaders in your communities. We owe them our best efforts, and I know that you will do that. I hope that you'll be generous with your wonderful skills that you have. I hope you engage your community and become part of it. And I hope that you do things that are important, not just to make yourself important. And if you can do that, we're really well served. We're thrilled that you're here. Ladies and gentlemen, those of you who have stayed, and that's almost everyone, thank you for sitting here. I know it's a long day, but what a great tribute you've given to these graduates to stay and honor each and every one of them as we announced every one of their names. So thank you to all of you for being here today. Go Lopers.
Thank you, Chancellor. And now, as the commencement ceremony concludes, I ask the audience to please remain seated until the recessional has been completed. University Marshal Garrison, Gonfaloniers, would you please prepare for the recessional? Will the stage party and university faculty please stand? Mr. Hines, University Marshal, please begin the recessional.